When Michael Jordan left basketball, many doubted he could succeed in life beyond the court. But what they didn't see coming was a billion-dollar empire built on bold moves, relentless ambition, and risks no one else would take. This isn't the story of a basketball legend. It's the untold story of how MJ conquered the business world, culture, and philanthropy like no one before him. The early struggles. When Michael Jordan retired for the second time in 1999, the world knew him as the greatest basketball player of all time.
Everyone in the country who's listening at all knows that Michael Jordan is retiring again from professional basketball.
But what came next? For years, MJ had been defined by his on-court dominance, but now the question lingered. Could he replicate that success off the court? Early in his post-basketball career, things weren't as smooth as you might think. One of his first ventures, Michael Jordan Motorsports, seemed like a logical extension of his competitive spirit. But building a successful motorsports team proved more difficult than dominating on the hardwood.
See you until the end now, standing in victory lane. How cool is this? And to see that paint scheme.
Well, then it keeps saying I was bad luck when I come to the track. And today we proved them wrong. I mean, look.
Despite his best efforts, the team struggled financially, and eventually it folded. Another early misstep? Investments in smaller ventures that didn't align with Jordan's strengths. Critics were quick to pounce, questioning if his basketball genius could translate into the business world.
You know, I really don't have regrets. I am a person that says, you know, as soon as you look back in your history and you come up with something that you feel like you want to change, something else has to change. You know, so.
But Jordan was never one to back down from a challenge. He studied, learned from his failures, and started taking calculated risks that would redefine his post-basketball legacy. The billion-dollar business empire. The Jordan brand and Nike. Here's a fact you might not know. Jordan didn't even want to sign with Nike in 1984. He actually preferred Adidas, but Nike convinced him with a bold plan, an entire line of shoes built around his name and personality. What started as a gamble turned into a revolution. Today, the Jordan brand generates over $5 billion annually, and MJ makes $150 million a year in royalties, more than double what he earned during his entire playing career. But it's more than just numbers. Air Jordans redefined sneaker culture, blending performance and style in a way that no one had ever seen before. Jordan wasn't just endorsing a product, he was building a brand that would outlast him. The billion-dollar gamble, the Charlotte Hornets. When Michael Jordan became the majority owner of the Charlotte Hornets in 2010, many thought it was a mistake. The team was losing, the market was small, and the critics were loud. But MJ played the long game. Over the years, he rebuilt the Hornets' value through smart management, branding, and strategic partnerships. In 2023, he sold his majority stake for $3 billion.
League sources tell ESPN Michael Jordan is reportedly finalizing a sale of the Charlotte Hornets for about $3 billion. This ends his 13-year run as majority owner,
turning what was once called a bad investment into one of the most successful sports ownership deals in history. Jordan didn't just own a team, he elevated its worth and proved that patience and vision could turn even a struggling franchise into a billion-dollar success story. Hidden ventures. Jordan's business portfolio extends far beyond sneakers and basketball. In 2019, he co-founded Cincoro Tequila, which now competes with major luxury tequila brands like Casamigos. His stake in DraftKings, the booming sports betting company, positioned him at the forefront of a growing industry. And here's the kicker. MJ also invested in companies like Upper Deck, revolutionizing the trading card industry, and Nova Bay Pharmaceuticals, quietly diversifying his portfolio into healthcare. Jordan's success wasn't just about playing the game, it was about mastering every arena he entered.
Jordan, basketball legend Michael Jordan is donating $10 million to launch 2 medical clinics in underserved communities near his North Carolina hometown.
Cultural influence. Sneaker culture pioneer. Let's face it, when you think of sneakers, you think of Air Jordans. But did you know that the very first Air Jordan was banned by the NBA in 1985 for violating uniform rules?
On September 15th, Nike created a revolutionary new basketball shoe. On October 18th, the NBA threw them out of the game. Fortunately, the NBA can't stop you from wearing them. Air Jordans from Nike.
Nike turned that controversy into marketing gold, and the rest is history. Even decades later, Jordan sneakers remain a global phenomenon. Each release is an event, with lines stretching for blocks and resellers charging thousands for limited edition pairs. MJ turned footwear into a form of self-expression, influencing everything from streetwear to high fashion. Hollywood and media. In 1996, Space Jam wasn't just a movie, it was a cultural event. Jordan became the face of a groundbreaking crossover between sports and entertainment. The film made $250 million at the box office and inspired countless young fans to dream big. Today, Jordan's influence can still be felt in Hollywood. His legacy paved the way for athletes like LeBron James, who followed in his footsteps with Space Jam: A New Legacy. Michael Jordan wasn't just an athlete, he was a brand. His deals with companies like Gatorade, Hanes, and McDonald's became long-term partnerships that reshaped how athletes interact with corporate sponsors. Jordan proved that an athlete could be more than just a spokesperson, they could be a partner, a visionary, and a cultural icon. Philanthropy and legacy. Generosity in healthcare. Jordan has quietly poured millions into improving healthcare access. In 2017, he donated $7 million to build 2 Novant health clinics in North Carolina. These clinics provide affordable care to thousands of underprivileged families, addressing everything from routine checkups to mental health services. $100 million for social justice. In 2020, Jordan shocked the world by pledging $100 million over 10 years to fight for racial equality and social justice. It was one of the largest commitments ever made by an athlete.
$100 million over 10 years will go to organizations that help ensure racial equality, social justice, and greater access to education. A statement from the brand reads in part, "Black Lives Matter. This isn't a controversial statement. Until the ingrained racism that allows our country's institutions to fail is completely eradicated, we will remain committed to protecting and improving the lives of Black people."
For MJ, it's not just about giving money, it's about giving hope and driving change where it matters most. Education and opportunity. Jordan has consistently given back to the communities that shaped him, from scholarships for underprivileged youth to investments in educational programs. He's made it clear that his legacy is about more than just wealth. It's about uplifting the next generation. From doubters to dominance, Michael Jordan has proven that greatness doesn't stop at the final buzzer. With a billion-dollar empire, unmatched cultural influence, and a legacy of giving back, he has redefined what it means to be legendary. If you're inspired by MJ's journey, don't forget to like this video, share it with others, and subscribe for more stories about icons who changed the game, on and off the court.